amazing group of Latinos who've come together to help create a space and a community for all of our agents, inside and out. You guys are all welcome. And we thought we'd take a moment just to give you a highlight. This is Hispanic Heritage Month, which is super exciting because there's so many people that I didn't know that were part of our community. And I'm going to highlight some of you guys in a little bit. But first of all, I want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to meet personally, Joseph, Rebecca, Veronica, and myself. So we're going to go ahead and start with, we usually do ladies first. We're gonna do men first today. We're just gonna el señor.
I love it. Be different.
Vamos.
So Joseph, tell us a little bit about you, your background, and a fun fact.
All right, absolutely love it. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and of course to my amazing family here. Absolutely love you guys. So a little bit about me, and a lot of people don't know this, even though I live in Cali now. I was actually born in northern New Mexico, and I was actually born on near a Native American reservation, and I was born inside of a house. I was born inside of an adobe home. A Native American midwife delivered me, and I'm healthy, and I got all fingers and toes. So very, very blessed to have that. My background is my great-grandparents on my dad's side were originally from Spain, and my grandmother was German. And then on my mom's side, she's 33% Native American. And then I got all the other good stuff in me, kind of like a really good hot dog, all this different kind of meat. So that's a little bit about my background. And a fun fact is I grew up in Los Angeles since I was 5 years old, and growing up in LA, probably by default, I was a lowrider kind of guy. I had a lowrider when I was 17. I was all into the Chicano stuff. What? And yes, let's go.
Hydraulics and all?
Hydraulics and all, yes.
Were you on Whittier? Because I might have seen you there.
Hey, here's the thing. We're all so super competitive, right? Like, in my mind, I'm thinking, what kind of cool story do I have? Because I don't have a story with lowriders and but you're making me really think like, what is that fun fact, right? This is amazing. Thanks for making me think what's really fun in life.
I love it. Yeah. But I quickly got out of that after, getting held up at gunpoint and all that. I have the whole blood in, blood out story. So if you guys will connect on a later time, but thank you so much for this opportunity, and to be part of eXp Latino is something that's near and dear to me. So I'm excited to just be able to contribute, give back, provide value to our amazing agents in this company. It's quite an honor. Thank you.
Joseph, you're awesome. And of course, he told us a little bit about himself on a personal side, but I want you guys to know that Joseph is an extremely savvy, successful businessman. I've had a chance to work with him the last couple of years. He is a 4-time icon agent. So, he came out the gate running. 4-time icon agent. He's got over 600 people in his organization nationwide. And fun fact I know about Joseph is that he actually used to own a clothing line. So if you notice how he dresses, he's got swag, and there's a reason for that. So anyways, thank you so much, Joseph. Joseph represents the entire West Coast inside of eXp Latino. And so happy to have such a valuable individual and a cool cat, on our team here, So
you guys are too much.
Yeah, and I'd like to move it over to the beautiful Rebecca Soto. Rebecca, I'm gonna let Veronica kind of brag on you because I know you guys have known each other a little bit longer. But first, tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, bueno, saludos, mi gente eXp Latino. I am Rebecca Soto with the Soto Legacy Group here in Central Florida, Orlando specifically. And let me see, soy de padres puertorriqueños y cubanos. And I was born and raised in Florida, Miami to be specific, and raised in Orlando. And let me see, my parents are both ministers in the church. And so a lot of people ask me how I know Spanish, because I wasn't raised in a Latino country. And so I attribute that back to my parents, because they wanted to start the first Latino Spanish speaking church in Orlando, Assemblies of God specifically, back in the 70s. And since everything was in Spanish, it really forced me to learn it, read it, and just embrace it in mi Latinidad. So I'm very proud of that. And been in real estate for about 16 years. We owned our own brokerage for about 9 before coming into eXp. We've been with eXp for about 3 years, and I am very proud to be part of eXp Latino, to help out nuestra gente, and be able to just keep building community, collaborating. And one thing I guess I wanted to, are we just doing about me's right now, or?
Fun fact, fun fact.
Fun fact. Let me see. Growing up, I was a cheerleader. I also played on our high school basketball team. Definitely was not cut out for basketball, but I had a great time playing with them. And so that's really about it for me.
Awesome.
Well, we absolutely not only love your energy, your beautiful smile, but the impact that you have made, not only here at eXp, but even your contributions as a Latina leader. Your involvement with NAREP has just been something that is so inspiring. Both you and Josh serving on multiple boards, contributing, volunteering in a way to make an impact beyond just Orlando, beyond Central Florida. I mean, you guys represent what true Latino leadership is all about. You bring people together, you serve selflessly. And it's just been an honor to watch you lead. You guys have inspired me. I'm honored to be obviously not only in business with you, but also a friend, and to be inspired by you. You guys got me involved in NAREP. You showed me the way. You showed me the importance of giving back to that organization, which has taught me to be a better leader. So I want anyone who's listening and following along to not only reach out to Rebecca and Josue if you want to learn more about the different initiatives, not only here at eXp, but what they're on a mission to do for Latino homeownership in general. And also, you guys, they are the authors of Married in Real Estate. They're also on a mission to help lift up other real estate couples and the challenges that you might face when working with your spouse, and how to truly thrive, not only in your business, but in the business of your marriage, in the business of your home, and the most important empire that we all go back home to, for those of us who are married and obviously work with our spouses. So I am so proud to have witnessed that book come to life and watch you guys write it during the pandemic. So I can just go on and on about how amazing you are, your contributions to this company, your contributions to the industry. And I know you guys are just getting started. This is amazing. Little over almost 400 partners in your organization, which is awesome as well in 3 short years. And like I said, it's just really fun to watch you, and very inspired by you. And I'm grateful to call you a sister.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Brian, it's your turn, girl. Did you come? I hope you have a good fun fact.
Well, I was kind of like looking in the vault of like my fun fact that I might be able to use just to kind of be cool like Joseph. But I actually was in a little girl group, like dancing, and we were back in the days, like chilling, and we used to call it BDP. Boricuas don't play. That's what we called it.
I love it.
That is my fun fact that Joseph inspired me to bring out the vault, that I'm uberly embarrassed about because God, I was corny. And yeah, let's just say if you looked up pictures from my 90s and late 80s days, pretty embarrassing to see, but it was a lot of fun. And we all have those little moments in our lives that lead up to who we are. And I've always been a proud Latina. That's the one thing I will say. As I go back and I think of every chapter in my life, everywhere I grew up. I was born in Germany. My parents were in the military. My dad was in the military, and I lived in places where there weren't a lot of Latinos. Germany, Junction City, Kansas, Columbus, Georgia, like, Hinesville, Georgia at the time, in the 80s and the 90s. And there wasn't a lot of diversity, but my parents always found these communities or made the community. And we were just raised to believe like, La bandera puertorriqueña, they were just so proud. And my mother, of course, opened bodegas in places that didn't even have any Latin products. So I was raised to just embrace our culture, love on our culture in a way that I literally was the proudest Boricua in every city I went to. And they were like, you weren't even born there. And I'm like, no, but it lives inside of me. So we had other friends that my mom, through the military, met her childhood friends in some of these cities that also went into the military. And then together, all of us girls like became best friends, and we started this little group. And, we would just break it down, and we'd step and we'd do all kind of stuff, but we were proud to be Boricuas. And that's my fun fact of BDP. Boricuas don't play.
Boricuas don't play. Love
So
it.
I hope that was a good map.
That's a good one.
Love it. So I'm going to share a little fun fact about Veronica, because the first time we met, I think I was sitting on your lap, or you were sitting on mine. We were in the backseat of a taxi or some kind of a car during an REO conference, and we just started talking, and then we just connected, and that was over 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's a fun fact. And along with that, I got a chance to kind of see Veronica in one of her meetings one time too. Just invited me to kind of come along, and I saw her like own a room like nobody's business. I was like, girl, you are like fire. So Veronica's had a very successful career in real estate with a lot of ups and downs like everybody else. And I love that she's very transparent about, hey, during the crash, everybody was crashing. And, that's where the Latina came out and said, okay, we're going to make it happen. We're going to figure it out. She shared some stories about how, she was able to just kind of be incredibly resourceful and, build her company, build her group. And now, she holds she's got the top team in the country selling thousands of homes here at eXp. So congratulations, Veronica, on all your success and all your hard work. Very well deserved.
Thank you. You definitely, of anybody, have probably seen the journey the most, right? From the beginning phases. And I remember that meeting that you're talking about.
Yeah.
We've come a long way, and it's really I would say I get emotional thinking about how much we have had to overcome. But also I'm so grateful for every opportunity that we've had. It taught us a lot. And here we are. And hopefully we can help give people a pathway that they can also go and build their business how they want to, be daring, be different, and look back and say, wow, that they accomplished that. So I'm hoping that we can show more people the way.
Awesome. Okay, guys, I'm like, cheerleaders and lowriders and dance crews. And so I think we have a theme. I'm not going to change it up. I'm just going to roll right along with you guys. Right along with you guys. It's like a flashback to the 80s or whatever it is. So I was actually part of a dance crew too. Okay. In my youth, I actually, fun fact, I was like 14 years old hanging out with my older sister and her older friends. And so apparently I was a good dancer, so they made me one of the two dancers in the group. So it was so funny because we go to house parties and stuff like that, and here I am with my hair this tall, and I was part of the Exotic Diamond Girls. That was our name. Okay.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
What kind of dancing?
You know what? Whatever was in that day, it wasn't that kind. It was that kind, Veronica.
I'm just going with the name.
Yeah, but that's one part of it. The other part of that is I think music is such an important part of our culture. Apparently, we all have stories about how, we've been part of some kind of dance or some kind of music. I did, because it is Hispanic Heritage Month. I will say that I danced at my school. I performed the lambada, for the entire school. I think it was like a Cinco de Mayo celebration or something like that. So, anyways, that's another little interesting fact, that music and community and like gatherings and everything that we're talking about, we weren't by ourselves, right? We were with our cheer squad or our dance crew or our homies, right? Like we were all all together. And so I think that that just speaks a lot about who we are as a community. I'm sure that all the people that are out there listening, can kind of connect with, one is how our culture brings us together, and two, also how we're taught how to be resilient, right? Because we've all had the stories of the ups and the downs in the market. Everybody here has been in the market for 10, 15, 20 years plus, whatever it is. And we've learned to, you know, take, we don't take lemons and make lemonade. We take, avocados and make guacamole, right?
Yes.
Like we figure it out, and it's amazing and it's delicious. And so, I want to just express how grateful I am to be in this position, to be able to serve. And all of us here, like shared before, we are servant leaders. We're here to serve. We are here to contribute and to help bring our community forward. Wealth building is super important. It's always been important. In my career, it's how can we own properties, accumulate assets? How can we help other Latinos and Latino communities like rise up? Because we know that homeownership is the path to wealth, the path to leaving a legacy to our family, the path to raising our communities up. And so I'm super excited and super passionate about this mission that's here, amongst all of us. And with that in mind, we're going to talk to you about a few things that are near and dear to our heart. First of all and foremost, Rebecca, you wanted to share a little bit about something that's going on very present right now, and I think we need to share
that. Absolutely. And before I go into that, I want to share a quick fun fact. And this is aside from what we're doing here with the eXp Latino, the three of us, and unfortunately, Joseph, you're not in this one, but we are collaborating on a book together, Women Who Boss Up, Women in Real Estate Who Boss Up. And so I'm honored to be, collaborating in that book together with you guys. I know that a lot of lives will be touched. There's so many diverse stories. There's 16 different women sharing in real estate with eXp who are sharing their stories, how they have reached success, adversities they had to overcome. And this is going to be a really powerful thing. And I hope you guys have the opportunity to get your hands on one of those books. Not that I'm trying to plug it or anything, but it's something very special that we're all working on. And I am inspired by all of you. You, of course, included Joseph, and I'm honored to be here. But I want to recognize right now we have a lot of friends, family, clients, agents in the Florida area, specifically Southwest Florida, who've been greatly affected by Hurricane Ian. I'm in Central Florida. We were also affected, not as harshly. We did have some flooding in my own home. We had some leaks that sprung out, and we lost power for almost about a day. And thank God my family's okay. And many of the people that I know that I've reached out to, they're okay as well. But the Southwest Florida area continues to be heavily devastated. And so my heart goes out, thoughts and prayers to all of you. And eXp sees this and recognizes it. And right now, if there's anything that you want to do to help support our partners in that area, eXp together with Extend a Hand is collecting donations. We will provide the link in the comments below. But if you have the ability to extend a hand and help someone else right now, they need it. There's still loss of power. There's loss of electricity. Gas is being rationed. People have to wait 2 hours or more in line just to get gas, only $40 at a time. I mean, there's a lot. Grocery stores, shelves are empty. So there's a lot of need right now. They're not really collecting supplies because that gets too crazy. Money right now is what they need in order to be able to help them. So si pueden dar, por favor, contribuyan al Extend a Hand de eXp. And I know that this is going to help so many families that are in need right now. So thank you.
Yeah, it's really, really something that we have a lot of friends who are in eXp, but also friends who aren't at eXp. It doesn't matter what brokerage you're at. We want, not only through the extend a hand for eXp. I know we're also trying to find other resources and what organizations and find help. We are partnering also. I just hung up the phone with another leader in our community that is a completely different brokerage, and we're rallying a couple other leaders to see like what can we do, what kind of task force. And as this continues to evolve, a lot of times people think that right now we know what's needed. This will change as they continue to start identifying and assessing the damage. And this will be a long road to recovery for our friends at Southwest Florida, and all the other areas. I think even St. Augustine got hit pretty bad with water, and there's many other areas. So as we continue to assess and learn more of what the needs are, like Rebecca said, right now financial contributions are the first way that we can all help. And as we continue to find find out more, I think that we will continue to give more information through our communication portals. But thank you, Rebecca, for leading the pack on that, because this is devastating. I was just thinking out loud, how can we help? Myself, I'm going to check our Airbnbs to see when they vacate. So if we need anybody to relocate temporarily here, because it will be a long road to recovery for our friends in Southwest Florida.
Yeah, I think if I could say one more thing about it, there's a lot of people who are being displaced that are looking for temporary places to live. So there's a lot of our clients that have called, I need a rental right now. And so I think it's a really great time to check in on people that just meet them where they're at. What's going on? How can I help you? Are you really okay? Is there anything that we can do for you? Check in on everyone that and especially the elderly. There was a comment that was made in one of our masterminds this morning that with the loss of power and water, a lot of them are not connected to the news outlets, and this is a time when scammers also appear. And so we got to make sure that everybody is being cared for and that no one's being scammed. So if there's a way that you can intercept somebody who might be in process of being scammed, or just help out, give a helping hand, right? A lot of insurance adjusters out there that'll be assessing the damages and things. And so how can we help that community? And I think when we can do that, we'll be the community hero. And so this is a really great time right now to just reach out to everyone that you know.
Yeah, and I think mental health is going to be something that is really, really important. A lot of people are going to go through some real big challenges, the financial challenges and the material things, that all of that can be replaced, right? But during times like this, mental health is a big concern. And also, like Rebecca said, the elderly, the medication and the things and the resources. So definitely check in on everyone if you can, of the people that and let's stay really close to them, because these areas such as health and mental health are going to be a big concern.
And I think just because that goes right into something that we want to talk about, right? Because we talk about community and getting together and all the fun facts and all those things, but what happens when we all come together, right? When people come together for a common cause, then we actually create change. We actually create an impact, right, in the areas that we're focused on. And so I want to take this opportunity to invite our community to get involved. There are so many opportunities for leadership. Joseph, do you want to kind of talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I absolutely would love to. Yeah, for those of you that are seeing this, whether it's organically or through eXp's channels, I mean, I think it's just amazing to be able to. It's not easy to find a tribe sometimes, right? And sometimes real estate can be lonely and entrepreneurship, but here's a community here that is inviting to all. And so if you are at eXp, you simply have just join us on eXp Workplace and find a way to get involved. I mean, we have very impactful conversations like the one we're having today about these natural disasters, or be it acknowledging an agent within our organizations, or just sharing fun facts and events, and just kind of staying abreast of information that's important to our community, culture, and growth. And you can do that just by simply joining us on Workplace. Another way that we're actually looking for more contribution within this group itself, right? So we're looking for ambassadors in every single state. We're looking for new leaders and people that are going to rise to the top, that want to contribute and give back more, like many of these amazing leaders on this call. So those are just a few ways that you can get involved and have an impact, and it costs absolutely nothing. And you'll feel the soulfulness come from within, and be able to link arms with like amazing people like on this call and eXp leadership, amongst others. And I think that's going to be a great way for us to give back to the real estate community and the communities that we live in.
And I do want to say that, guys, this is a wave. This isn't just a club, or kind of a meetup. This is a wave inside of the real estate industry, where finally there's a company, eXp Realty, who embraces diversity like no other company, I mean, that I've ever been a part of, you know. And when I say embrace, it's not just it's not an initiative, it's who we are, you know, our leaders. Later this week, I'll throw this in now. Later this week, we're featuring our top individuals here in the company. We've got a West Coast panel of icons being the, you know, the cream of the crop inside of our company, coming in tomorrow. You know, we have our East Coast panel coming in a couple of days. We have our top Latino teams, right? These are teams selling over 1,000 homes a year. I was going to say a month. That'd be great. A year, right? And so we have such incredible and powerful leaders inside our community. And so we talk about proximity being power, right? So are you plugged in? Are you connecting? We have had such an incredible response of ambassadors that are raising their hands saying, I want to be an ambassador. You know what? We don't have all the states covered. I'll let you know. We still have room for other states. So that list is going to be announced here soon. Yes, yes. And by the way, anybody who's applied, gotten involved, or got engaged at eXpCon, we have a meetup, and that's going to be Tuesday, 1:30 to 2:30 in the Dome. Just look for the Dome. We're in Vegas. Not sure where the Dome is, but I'm sure that we'll be able to find it. 1:30 to 2:30, and that's going to be a meetup for eXp Latino. It's going to be great to actually shake hands and connect with all of you. I shared the agenda for the week. Again, we have the Latino icon panel on Tuesday. We have the East Coast panel on Wednesday. We've got Leo Pareja, who just joined our company as a president of affiliate services. This guy, he is smarter than
like amazing.
Yes, amazing. Absolutely. So we're going to be interviewing him. And then we also have, of course, the top teams panel. So we're going to have an amazing week. You guys tune in. It's going to be here on our YouTube channel, the eXp Realty YouTube channel. You know, they've given it. They said, here's the keys. Go ahead and go blow it up. And here we are. We're blowing it up. So it's going to be incredible.
I want to say something, Rosie, before you continue. I love what you said. This is the only company that truly represents diversity. We're not an initiative. We're not a concept. This is real. We have the only C-suite leader that is part of a real estate publicly traded company, Michael Valdez. Right now you have Leo Pareja, but we're walking the walk, talking the talk, and they are leading by example. That's what makes this so special. Just wanted to highlight that, like, right? Because a lot of companies say, hey, let's start an initiative of diversity, right? A diversity and inclusion. We are walking the walk at this company. I just wanted to say that before I hop off.
No, 100%. I mean, and when we talk about like being a community, I can't end this call, and we're just a few minutes away, but I have to have a shout out for some of those amazing top 250 agents of NAREP. You know, NAREP top 250. They come out with a list. Guess what? We got a ton of agents here that made that list. So I'm just going to throw out a few names because I think it's important. That you guys know that we're watching you, we recognize you, we appreciate you. If you go into our workplace group, you're going to see their amazing bios. Some of these stories are incredible. Take time to read through their stories, and these are just amazing Latinos who have managed to like make their way all the way to the top 250. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw out some names. You guys just kind of like high five them as I throw them out. We've got Arturo Flores, Lisa Guzman, Enrique Morales, Carmela Moreno, Maria Victoria, Hector Melara, Vilma Pineda, Mercedes Dowdry, George Lizarde, Veronica Figueroa, of course, Monica Foster, Ociel Ramirez, Ruth Enriquez Efraín Chacón, Manuel Olivas, Mónica Felón, Daria Vázquez, Gabriela González, Marciela Heredes, Craig Mendoza, Oscar Melara, Jesse Gonzalez. I could go on, and if I miss somebody, I'm so sorry. But I love saying all those names. Right? This is so amazing, you guys. I'm so proud of all of you guys that you're out there and really leading. You know, when we think about like a real estate company, we think about real estate professionals. These are individuals, Latinos in our community, that are serving as role models, right? Role models for other Latinos in our group, for other agents in the entire industry, and saying, look, this is how it's done. This is how we do it. Most of their stories revolve around hard work, right? And that's something that, again, also in our culture, you know, we're taught to like hard work is a virtue. Hard work is something to admire, right? There's working smart, but we still work hard, right? So I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge all of those people. And I mean, with that, would any of you guys like to maybe one final message do you want to let our community know or hear, or, get involved?
I'll say my comment because I've got to hop off. Is
Yeah.
Latinos, it is our time. Show up, get involved, be loud, be purposeful, and go lead. We are on a mission and we are doing this, and it is our time. And I'm honored to do this with you guys. And I encourage all of you guys to get involved because you are the future.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, and I'd like to add, we are leaders building leaders, and we want to hear from you. We want to know what is of importance to you. We want to see your engagement on the page. So engage with us. Also, recognize we have another page, eXp Latino Referrals. Open house and listings, so that you can post that content on that page. Please use both pages. Use both pages, but engage. Let's engage. Let's continue to build this community. We care about you. We want to see you succeed. We are here for you. And so let's do this. Let's build an empire together.
Yes. And I'll just to echo that, like, this is our stage, Latinos and Latinas. This is our platform. This is our opportunity to let our voices be heard and to ride that wave, right? To create our own wave. And this movement is just getting started. So welcome to the family. And we hope to see you all continue to join this tribe and move forward to build something great.
Vamos con
Soon, guys.
todo.
Un abrazo. We love you.
I want to wrap up this whole thing. Everything that everybody is saying here about getting involved, about it being our time. Again, you guys know I'm a music and concert like aficionado or whatnot. Bad Bunny is the hottest concert right now in the entire world. He has made the Time magazine most influential, on the most influential list. And again, he's the highest grossing concert of any Latino artist ever in history. Now, I want to say this, and the reason I'm saying this is because he is a Spanish artist. He sings in Spanish, right? And this is the impact that, our culture, our community as an entire industry, this is truly our time. This is our time to really, engage, to lift each other up, to create movement, to create change, to empower, to lift the little kids, the little sisters, the little brothers in our community. Like, let's get active. Let's come together. This company has given us the platform to do it. And so we are all here to serve and to create that change with you. Thank you so much. Tune in for the rest of the week. See you guys later.
Como dice J-Lo, let's get loud.
Let's get loud.
Let's get loud.
Adiós, mi gente.
All right. Have an amazing day.